Recording has begun. So we are here for the RimWorld Biotech preview number 3. So yes, if you have been under a rock for a few days or a week or so, RimWorld is getting its third major DLC, and it releases next Friday, as it says, October 21st. I was right about the release date. I was just guessing, but people would ask me and I would say, I think it's going to come out right around the 21st. That was my guess, and now people are like, Adam, you had some insider information. You know things. You knew things. I don't. I wish I did, but I can still pat myself on the back for guessing. Adam's actually Tynan. So no, I didn't know, but we do now. So anyway, what we're going to do is, I have not read through this yet, so I'm going to read through this here with you guys in chat. I will upload this on YouTube afterwards, and we'll just discuss this for a little while. I will upload it, and then, of course, when the game comes out, or when the DLC comes out, I will be there. Minute one. All right. I'm gonna zoom in from the start this time. Here we go. The big zooms. Okay. Jay and Matt here. We're developers at Ludian. We've got a release date for you. RimWorld Biotech is coming out on October 21st, so that is this coming Friday. Mark your calendars like Senor Pineapple has. Today's preview covers reproduction, children, vat growing, and genetic engineering. Okay, you can also check these out. I have a video out on each of these, so if you're watching this later on YouTube, the links to all these is in the pinned comment. You can go to all of them, and if you're watching here in chat, you can check out my YouTube channel, Adam vs. Everything, over there to see the discussion about all of these, including a 1.41, Biotech, Preview 1, Preview 2, and now Preview 3. Natural and artificial reproduction. Biotech lets you have children and raise a family. Children end up in your life in many ways. Colonists could give birth or use a surrogate mother. Take in a band of orphans and even gestate embryos in machines. Pregnancy can occur through natural means or advanced fertility procedures. You can let your colonist relationships develop organically or play matchmaker with new romance options. Browse your colonists' romantic interests and encourage them to make a move on a potential sweetheart. Hopefully they share some kind of chemistry or someone will be brutally rejected. Fantastic. We'll have new ways to make tortured artists break down. You got a tortured artist and you need that tortured artist to break down so he gets a crafting inspiration to make that legendary chain shotgun that you need for the singularity box. Guys, I'm trying to do so much self-promotion for my other videos right here. It's ridiculous. Anyway, you take that person and you just have them start trying to romance everyone, just force them into it so they get rejected, have them break down, they'll get that inspiration. Excellent. Stealth buff for tortured artist. We sped up pregnancy to last only 18 in-game days. Wow, barely over a season. Leave it to me to weaponize love. Given the short-lived nature of many colonies, take care of mom during this time. Pregnant colonists get real big, slow, and hungry. They also struggle with waves of morning sickness and brutal mood swings from the highest highs to the lowest lows. Can you just take the pregnant mother's legs and then just give her new legs after the baby's born? Why have to deal with her mood swings when you can just rip her legs off and then just put new ones on later? I don't understand. Anyway, prepare for your little one before labor begins. Birth is difficult and dangerous for both the mother and child. You'd be smart to have a good, clean birthing room with supportive family members and a skilled doctor nearby. It can make the difference. Complicated births can be turned off via storyteller settings. All right. Anyway, let's check out this image here. So, dumpling, coyote, otter. Some of these are green and some of them are white. I'm not sure what that is. Are these drafted babies? I don't think so. We got Anderson over here with his eyes glowing. We don't see anything super new. We have the cribs that we saw in the other ones. We have something here. Maybe it looks kind of like a, yeah, looks like one of two things. It looks like a baby toy in general. So more baby toys. We got the, painted walls and stuff. So cool to see new stuff like that, but nothing extremely crazy I can tell. So modded draft babies. Taking care of babies every day. A baby's life is simple. Eat, sleep, play. Newborns won't move on their own and rely on adults to feed and protect them. Colonists assigned to childcare work will be responsible for all the babysitting. Keep your baby's tummy full with lots of good eats. you think babies just eat rice? I hope so. Babies can't stomach the complex meals adults like, so keep mom nearby for breastfeeding or cook up some mushy, gooey baby food. Adults forced to eat baby food will not like it. Oh, they beat me to it. They beat me to it. In a pinch, insect jelly and animal milk do a great job of keeping babies full. They beat me to it. I was immediately like, how efficient is baby food? Maybe it doesn't take a long time to make or many ingredients. Maybe anyway, it's too late. It's too late. They beat me to it. Everyone benefits from playtime. Build an adorable nursery brimming with toy chests and baby decorations that help fulfill the little one's play needs. Adults will play with the youngsters and carry them around the colony. When it's nap time, babies sleep a lot better in a high-quality crib made from good materials. No splinters, please. Happy babies make for happy colonists. Parents share a special bond with their children and will be in high spirits when their children are happy or feel terrible when their kids are unhappy. Keeping babies happy is vital for the short and long-term health of your colony. Unhappy babies unleash a powerful sonic psychic weapon known as crying, which can reduce the mood of any person within earshot. Likewise, a happy baby's giggling brightens the day of anyone who hears it. It pays to keep the youngsters and the adults in a good mood. All right, you know how we talk sometimes about, like, there's not enough debuffs in the game to make raiders break down enough? Well, now we're getting more debuffs that we can add. So if you just remove the ears of people in the colony, and then you have your babies cry into an adjacent room that connects to the kill tunnel, then perhaps we can reduce raiders' mood further with the baby crying. Okay? All right, let's take a look at this. This one's just named Baby. Campbell, Sugar. Wow, it looks like a toddler's playing with that one. We got the furries again. Love to see it. Guys, take a great gander at this because you will never see it set up like this in my games. Ever. I see what you guys saying. All right, we are going to weaponize baby suffering. We're going to weaponize romance so far. That's what I'm seeing so far from this update. So, all right. Raising children. At age 3, children will be walking, talking, and getting in trouble. If they can walk, they can wear a shield belt. We adjusted the speed they grow so that you'll see the most important life moments in a single game. Those that prefer a more natural progression can adjust the speed in the storyteller settings. Do you ever scare myself? It's only with RimWorld. It's only this, like, honestly, CPS. It's just a game. I'm very much, it's the nature of min-maxing with a game like this, you know? Children have a unique learning need. Satisfying this need depends on what their current learning desire is. They may want to chat over the radio, explore nature, scribble on the floor, take lessons in class, daydream on the ground, or watch the adults as they work. Fulfilling children's learning desires contributes to their overall development and improves their chances. While children are generally slower and less skilled than adults, they have a natural optimism and a curiosity for the world around them. Like newborns, when children are happy, it improves the mood of the adult colonists around them. Children will also require clothing tailored just for them. How come all my other dusters is one size fit all? You can have the, like, stick thin adult, and then you can have the adult that's, like, overflowing, we'll call it. They can wear the same size duster. We're gonna have to make baby button-down shirts. You can't give babies buttons. Make sure you've got enough child-sized parkas to keep them warm in the winter. At ages 7, 10, and 13, children reach development milestones known as growth moments, where you choose their traits and passions and unlock new work types for them. Children that spend more time fulfilling their learning needs have a greater variety of advantageous traits to pick from. Balance your children's work and leisure schedule with care. A rich childhood with lots of attention gives them better chances to be capable adults, but doesn't guarantee anything. Okay, ages 7, 10, and 13. Does that mean years? I'm assuming years, right? However, it must be the baseline years. Most games that I do doesn't even last 7 years. They don't even last 7 years. We usually have won the game by like year 5 or something. So most of my games probably around 5 to 7 years total. But it did say there's going to be ways to speed it up. So I'm sure it'll talk about that more below. So check out this other screenshot. Are they good melee blockers? Triphasic schedule on children is going to be nice. attach them to a research bench. That child's playing with a dead snake. You know what? That's pretty accurate, actually. It's pretty accurate. Okay, so those ones are following them around while they're working. Look! Yes! Yes, James! James has a club. James is the kind of baby I want in RimWorlds. Not these drawing on the floor, having school, adolescent bullcrap. Look, there's one down here. Can you see these ones? Hang on, I might be in the way. Yeah, I'm in the way. 1 second. I'll fix that. Let me go to Australia. All right, I'm going to Australia. I'll be right back. What's not working? Oh no, my stream thing is out of date. Crap. Now it doesn't make any sense. Here we go. You see? We got Stone, AJ, and Brixie. Look at those. I think Tauto there has a helmet. No, my daughter is sick. She's not in here right now. I think those babies are beating up monkeys. That monkey's bleeding. Look at Stone. He's got like the Chad face already. Look at Stone's jawline. Did they specifically breed him for jawline aesthetic? I hope so. All right. Wow, that little child is cutting up a bug. Back in my day, when we were just babies, we were clubbing monkeys. Vat growing. Here's what I'm interested in. Jawline sharper than the knives. Vat growing. Technology offers an alternative to long and burdensome human pregnancies. Growth vats. Extract and combine genetic material from the parents to create an embryo and insert it into the machine. Growth vats accelerate development and sustain the embryo without subjecting a mother to the unpleasantness of pregnancy. In a mere 9 days, embryos develop into babies. You can remove your child at this time or leave them inside to continue growing. Children grow significantly faster in the vat than if they were out and about in the world. However, they'll miss out on childhood and never pursue their learning desires, resulting in poor choices of traits and passions during growth moments. Whether you keep children floating in growth vats or let them out to experience life depends on your goals. Begun the Clone Wars have. Growth vats are excellent tools for churning out super soldiers and simple workers. That's all I need. In the late game, I'm like, if you can hold a gun, you can join the colony. But it requires large amounts of nutrition. Without an adequate supply of nutrition, individuals in the vat will suffer from biostarvation. All right, on to genetic modification. Just grow new children, sacrifice the ones that turn out terrible, appease the adaptation gods, and just grow more children. With biotech, you can create your very own genetically engineered colonists known as xenohumans. To create a xenohuman, you'll first need gene packs, small capsules containing a handful of genes. Gene packs can be purchased from traders, earned as quest rewards, or extracted from a host using a high-tech gene extractor. The process is not terribly comfortable, but the result is a gene pack containing a random assortment of the specimen's germline genes and xenogenes. Using a gene assembler, you can recombine several gene packs together into an implantable organ called a xenogerm. Once implanted into a human, they will immediately gain the traits associated with the xenogerm's contained genes. Don't want to wait to make xenohumans? When starting a new game, you can select pre-made xenotypes for your starting colonists, or create your very own. We've also added a number of xenohuman factions, but more on that in the later blog post. Well, in a later blog, there's going to be more of these before it comes out on Friday. All right, let's take a look at this. So we got some wolf people prisoners, some pig people prisoners, and stone skin type prisoner. We got the horn people prisoner. Lots of different prisoners here under the mountain that they are extracting genes from. Lots new, man. We're gonna need more components, guys. Look at all these vat-grown children. All of them have had a 4-day gap, so we'll probably get one on like the 18th or 19th, and then the game will release on the 21st. Man. There's going to be so many... We're going to need way more electricity. Even if you're not going Mechanitor route, you're definitely going to need a lot more electricity if you're doing these things. More storage. Thank goodness the shelves now will be able to hold 3 items per shelf of the smaller items at least. Okay. Gene extraction for prisoners. Invented a brand new war crime. Hooray! Genes. Holy crap. So what do genes do? Well, quite a bit. Let's preview a few of them. Fire spew. The carrier of this gene gains the ability to spew flammable bile. The bile sticks to anything in a small area and can ignite people, objects, and the ground. Just make sure to have a fire foam pack handy. Long jump legs. This gene gives the ability to jump long distances, letting melee attackers quickly close distance between them and their foe. Move over jump packs. Holy Christ. Fur skin. The body of a carrier is covered in thick fur, providing some insulation and changing the person's appearance. Fur skin is perfect for cold climates. Well, they have, let me come back to that entirely, but we know there's going to be new ways to generate electricity as well. Chem fuel and stuff like that will still be great, I think, but we'll have to see how much electricity the new electricity output things are and how much pollution they cause. Smooth tail. Carriers of this gene grow a slender tail that can act as a dexterous 5th limb, increasing their manipulation. What? The possibilities. They're flowing. Strong stomach. Carriers have an extra toxin filtering organ in their stomach and will never suffer from food poisoning, even after eating rotten food. Hang on. I might be experiencing the big one. All right. Psychic bonding. People with this gene bond with a single person for life, sharing a psychic bond with them. As long as they remain close to their mate, they will be happy. But if their partner dies, it can be catastrophic to their mental health. Robust. Carriers take less injuries than others from the same damage. This can stack with a tough trait to create incredible powerhouses. Tough is already my favorite trait in the game. It is the best trait for my playstyle. Literally, if I had to only choose one positive trait to ever get again in my game, it would be tough. Elizabeth, I'm coming! Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Holy crap. Never sleep. This gene completely prevents the need for sleep. Robust, tough, nimble brawler. The Beyond God pawn. Ageless. Carries this gene. Do not age biologically. Stay young forever. Great shooting. Greatly increase a person's aptitude for shooting. Effectively increasing their shooting skill by +8. Does that go over 20? Can we overcap that? Someone with 18 has great shooting gene. Do they have 26 effectively? Oh my god, guys. This stuff is incredible. What? Psychic addict immunity? Carriers are immune to addiction caused by consuming psychite. Oh my god, what if there is one for luciferium? What if there is a cannot die from luciferium one? Death rest. Carriers of this gene must periodically regenerate themselves in a special coma called death rest. Death rest takes days but can confer substantial bonuses with the right infrastructure. Death rest can be accelerated and its effects enhanced by the use of a variety of special buildings. That's the vampire one. Wow, this is crazy. And that's just a small sample from... What? More than 200 like this? That is insane. I thought there was going to be like 20. I thought, yeah, there might be another like 8 of these or something. That's insane. A low chance to get what you want? I don't know. It depends on how gene harvesting works and how hard it is and how intense it is, how long it takes. That's going to be a long YouTube guide. Oh, God, yeah. Yeah, you can add more than one kind of gene, yeah. Genes come in 2 distinct flavors, germline genes and xenogenes. Germline genes are present in every cell of the host's body and are able to be passed on to children. Examples in a baseline human may include hair and skin color. Xenogenes, on the other hand, are technologically implanted and cannot be passed on to children. This is nuts. All right, let's take a look at this. Assemble. Can I? Okay, assemble genes. Selected gene pack. Heat super tolerant. Kind instinct. Extra pain. Cold tolerance. Kill thirst. Pale yellow skin. A roaring voice. Cold weakness. Psychically dull. Strong stomach. Sleepy. Perfect immunity. Green skin. Gene implanter. Psychic bonding. Slow runner. Ouch. Gaunt head. Slow runner. Pig ears. Purple skin. Fast runner. Fast runner jogger. The +8 shooting skill and... Or like trigger happy. Imagine it with trigger happy. Yeah, there's so many things to think about. Cold super intolerant. Toxic resistance. Beardless. Light gray skin. Intense UV sensitivity. Aggressive. Weak melee damage. Heavy jaw. That must have been that child we saw. 7 move speed. God. Pale yellow skin. Floppy ears. Unisex beards. You know, we're going to be able to have some women with beards. And some not women with beards. Only bushy beards. We're going to have dwarves. Green skin, low sleep, heavy brow, mini horns, facial ridges, fat body, Hulk body, smooth tail, elongated fingers, major cell instability, robust digestion, light gray skin, Hulk body, great artistic. I wonder how many of these are going to be like, if there's going to be one like this for almost every job or something. Finally, a game with Dawi females. Psychite, addict resistance, weak immunity. So this is interesting. Complexity 5 of 10. So it looks like there's going to be some kind of limit on how much you can do. And we'll have to see if there's a way to increase that limit. We'll keep reading. Obviously, it might already talk about that. Metabolic efficiency, hunger rate reduction. Well, you can name these too. You can save these and then reuse them. Looks like there's a load one. There's a randomize. Imagine a playthrough where you have to randomize everyone's genes. Oh my lord. All right. You'll need to pick genes carefully. Powerful genes will decrease a person's metabolic efficiency. Ah, okay. I see. Oh, hunger rate. Okay. Making them need more food. On the other hand, genes with drawbacks will increase a person's metabolic efficiency. Creating a functioning xenotype is a thoughtful balancing act of picking the right strengths and weaknesses. Create a muscular cave dweller who's afraid of the sun, or a sleepless genius who needs smoke leaf to survive. Possibilities are endless. The most powerful genes require archite capsules, small containers of microscopic machines produced by superintelligent architects. These devices are capable of enabling genes with physical and psychic feats, which would otherwise be impossible, from perfect immunity to super healing to immortality. We'll have to see how these archite capsules are, how rare they are, if they're only going to be in like ancient places, ancient dangers, quest rewards. So it's, yeah, it'll be interesting to see how rare they are. Man, ever since, or when you add royalty and you add, especially royalty, and ideology to your game, healer mech serum and res serum become so rare. It's kind of crazy. So hopefully these aren't super crazy rare. But I was thinking about the metabolic efficiency here. So if you saw making a face. So it seems like some of the negative ones give you reduced hunger, right? So if you are in a situation where you can take a bunch of the negative ones, like the easy to do negative ones, that aren't really going to hurt you. Let's say you have a sunblocker off map and you're doing darkness, fluid, ideology, and you do the one like where sun hurts you and stuff like that. Things that, and look, that gives you a +4. If you do those, you can actually get their hunger rate so far down, you might need way less food. Like you could potentially get someone down maybe to only need 1 meal a day instead of 2, which is actually pretty impactful because they don't have to travel to the table to eat. Don't have to spend the time eating. You have to make way less food. Like there's a lot of, and that's just like a minor thing with thinking about that. There's so many possibilities. I can't wait to see over 200. Every +1 looks like 10% reduction in hunger rate. Yeah, and I don't know if there's going to be a cap. There's a lot of caps in the game, so I'm guessing there must be a cap on it. But like if we just look at some of these now that we understand those numbers a little bit. Like if you are on, let's say you are on a warm map. Let's say you're on a jungle map where you are doing the darkness precept and meme. You have a sunblocker or whatever. You could take cold tolerant. There's you 3 right there. So presumably 30%. Intense UV sensitivity. That's 7. If there's no cap on this, that's a 70% reduction in hunger rate. That would be insane. So now a lot of those genes will probably be things like skin color, facial appearance, and stuff like that. So they're not all going to be. It's increase, not reduction. It's both. It depends. Yeah. So that's what I'm saying. It literally says it can go either way. So if it has a minus, that's the trade-off. If it has a plus, you're getting the trade-off is less hunger. So yeah, depending on what you pick, it goes different directions. So but yeah, it says that right here. That's why I'm talking about this specifically. And that's what this pink number is. So as you can see, the ones that give you negative, your benefit off that is that it's going to make them less hungry. But if you take one of the ones that's positive, they're going to need more nutrition, more food. So like, yeah, we'll have to see exactly how it pans out. That's what it just looks like based on the context of what they said and looking at this, right? Like smooth tail is a positive one because it increases manipulation and it drops metabolic efficiency. So presumably they would have 110% hunger rate instead. So, well, I don't know. It's hard to know which ones. Can we tell which ones are selected? Because it just has a +2 there. I don't know. But anyway, I think it's all balanced. I think it's all of it, right? Crazy. There's the selected gene packs. So -1, +3. Yeah, so that's the balance of it. Yep. For sure. Third food, I assume barely matters. Yeah, I don't know. We'll have to see where, like, I'm betting there's going to be a cap or something. But anyway, final thoughts on this one. I'll just do a recap really quick. So some of the questions that I still have about the children is, are these in years? Because it says the pregnancy is, whatever, 19 days or something like that, 18, 19 days. And then 18 in-game days, and the vats are 9 days. And then it says children grow up at 3 and 7 and 13, right? If that's years, then man, it's going to take really long games to see any of the children come to fruition without being vat grown, honestly. I'm hoping it's, yeah, that's what I was thinking. I'm hoping it's quadrants. That makes a little bit more sense, like in the time scale of RimWorld. Now, it also does say that you can change the growth speed in the settings, so we'll have to look at that as well. So some of the questions I still have about the children is, what ages are they going to be able to do different things? We actually see a lot of the little children holding knives and things like that. So obviously they're going to have, going to be able to equip things and have combat. So I'm guessing that's probably the 7, judging by the size of them. Look at their little hats, So you think it might be the faster one by default. The speed they grow is that you'll see the most important life moments in a single game. Yeah, so I'm thinking probably quadrants, I would guess, but we'll see. So that's the main thing, is I'm going to have to see how the time pans out, how fast the vat grown are. If you do vat grown all the way from infant to adult. Some other questions that we're going to have, of course, is like, how many raid points are children worth at each of the different age levels? Do they cause adaptation factor? Like, what is the mood? What is the mood hit when a child is killed? There's lots of things like that that I can't wait to see the specifics of, to see how that's going to impact things. So yeah, and then the genetic engineering is actually really insane. I'm really curious how fast the vat growing is. Like, if you can get the, depending on how rare the item is, if you can get the item that gives people like basically that tough trait and like shooting or whatever, and you vat grow an army of them and just give them that trait, then that would be absolutely nuts. You could just crank out a crazy army very, very quickly. So, crazy. All right. Don't leave yet. There's still a little bit more going on here. I'm going to go ahead and end the recording on this, though. And I'll throw this up on YouTube, and we'll discuss it more in the comments and on Discord. If you haven't joined the Discord yet, make sure you do that. Exclamation Discord if you're in the chat. If you are on YouTube watching this, I'll leave the Discord link in the pinned comment as well in the description as always. But we do have a pretty active Discord actually, and the RimWorld channel is very active. So we do have a RimWorld channel in the Discord. Come discuss this or discuss it in the comments when I put this up on YouTube tonight. So, but let me end the recording, and then I'm not done yet. I have some other stuff to tell you guys here at the stream. So, but yeah, RimWorld's third DLC, Biotech, shaping up to look pretty good. It's gonna be insane how many new things to try, to get used to min-max. It's gonna be really, really crazy. Is the second preview up on YouTube? It is. Yep. And this one will be after the stream. RimWorld tied in.